And we made it with downtown Vancouver West End, which is actually a perfect neighborhood to start with. 20 years in this city, and somehow right now, I have no idea which way I'm facing. The West End grid was designed to keep traffic out. Right now, it's just keeping me out. A real Vancouverite always knows where the mountains are. North. Always north. Today, apparently, I forgot which way north was.
Real Vancouverite. Real Vancouverite. Cruising down Beach Avenue.
When people think about downtown Vancouver, they usually imagine city of glass, new buildings, fancy lobbies, and apartments that somehow shrink every year. But West End stands apart. A lot of older buildings, simpler designs, a different kind of beauty. Apartments in West End tend to be more spacious. Outside, greenery engulfs the streets. I often feel like I'm not downtown of mega city here, but in the park by the ocean. And Stanley Park becomes your backyard. That combination is very difficult to find anywhere else. 20 years ago, we moved from Eastern Europe to Vancouver with 2 suitcases, one for us and one for our 8-month-old son. Since then, the city has changed how I live, how I think, and maybe even who I am. So now, I'm trying to answer one question. What actually makes someone a Vancouverite? Today we're walking through the West End, west of Denman. Starting near Stanley Park, we will visit 7 hotels as we approach English Bay. But this is not really a hotel review. The hotels are just helping us move through the neighborhood. I want to show you what this area actually feels like. Who would enjoy staying here? Who would love living here? And who might prefer another part of Vancouver? If I were showing someone an apartment here, I would not start with the kitchen. I would start outside. I would show them the street, the trees, where they buy groceries, how quiet life can be, how close Stanley Park is, and all the places they can enjoy the sunset. Because the apartment is only a part of what you are buying. You are also buying into the neighborhood.
Real Vancouverite.
Lord Stanley Suites.
Real Vancouverite.
We're standing on the northern side of the West End where Stanley Park and Cole Harbour meet. Denman Street is only a few minutes away. This part of neighborhood is quieter. You still have Vancouver's signature glass towers, but now it's also accompanied by larger trees, the water, and the North Shore Mountains.
But I'm being real with it, 'cause he's a real Vancouverite, and he don't do Vancouver.
West End, west of Denman, sits between Denman Street, Stanley Park, Lost Lagoon, and English Bay. It is still downtown, but this is where the city meets the nature.
Just being real, the realest. Vancouverite.
Many hotels in this area offer apartment-style suites. And that makes sense. Many visitors stay longer than one night. They may want a kitchen, a separate living room, laundry, something that feels more like a temporary apartment, more than a standard hotel room. As we walk toward Robson Street, the area becomes busier. There are more restaurants, buses, traffic, but the residential streets are still only a few steps away. This is one of the advantages of this neighborhood. You can live quietly while remaining in a close proximity with anything and everything this city has to offer. Times Square Suites. This location is good for those who want everything close by. Robson Street is still here, Denman Street. You have restaurants, groceries, transit, and Stanley Park, all within walking distance.
Real
Vancouverite, cruising down Beach Avenue, past the Sylvia Hotel. Cruising down Beach Avenue, past the Sylvia Hotel, looking for my boys and the three Brits met up at the score.
There is no neighborhood perfect for everyone. If you only want a brand new building, central air conditioning, a rooftop pool, a gym, a luxury lobby, and a SkyTrain station outside the door, you may not like it here. If you want a large detached house and a private backyard, this is definitely not the place. If summer beach crowds annoy you, some blocks may be too busy. And if raccoons in the bushes make you nervous, you may have some difficult evenings. But if you judge every apartment by the lobby, you may miss out on your perfect home.
But I'm being real with it, cause he's a real Vancouverite, and he don't do Vancouver wrong. Going down the Sunset Beach, not even a little bit, just being real.
There are several different types of buildings in the West End. The taller towers are mostly concrete, but many of the smaller buildings are wood frame. Some have elevators, some don't. Some have been completely renovated, and others haven't changed in decades. People sometimes call these buildings boxes or shoe boxes. And yes, many of them are basically boxes. But older apartments often have larger living rooms, real dining areas, more storage, and balconies that can hold actual furniture, not just one chair and a fake owl. An important point here is a plain boxy building can contain a very comfortable home, and a beautiful new lobby can lead to a very small apartment. Rosalind Suites. We were just on a busy Robson Street. Now we're inside the residential part of the neighborhood. People live next door. They walk the dogs, they carry groceries, they leave for work. Visitors are staying inside a real neighborhood and not in a separate hotel district. This neighborhood is very green. People maintain flower gardens around their buildings. They grow plants and feed hummingbirds on the balconies. Tree canopies engulf the streets, and wildlife calls the neighborhood home to great blue herons, bald eagles, Canadian geese, raccoons, coyotes, skunks, and probably too many seagulls. So even if you don't have a private backyard, your backyard is nature itself. Some of the older towers still have elevators with personality. They move carefully, like an older West End resident carrying 2 grocery bags. They do make a sound that sometimes surprises themselves, but they will get you where you need to go more often than you think. However, older buildings also have some compromises. Some have shared laundry, most are missing air conditioning, some still have single-pane windows. Some have been renovated beautifully, and some haven't been touched since 1978. So you can't judge a building only by its age. You have to look at the details. The windows, plumbing, soundproofing, management, updates, and yes, probably the elevator. Older does not automatically mean good or bad. You have to look more carefully. The West End has changed many times. In Vancouver's early years, parts of this area had large houses and wealthy residents. Later, many homes were converted into apartments, creating more housing downtown. Over time, the West End became home to many different people: immigrants, students, seniors, working people, artists, and the members of Vancouver Two-Spirit and LGBTQIA+ communities. David Village became especially important as a place where people could live more openly and feel accepted. That history is still an important part of the West End. The diversity here was not created for advertising. It grew because many different people felt genuinely accepted by the community. The Como Hotel, another hotel located directly inside the residential neighborhood of West End. There is no hotel zone here. A visitor staying here gets a true taste of daily life in the West End. One of the biggest advantages of living here is convenience. You can walk to groceries, coffee, restaurants, a pharmacy, a barber, and enough sushi restaurants to survive for a very long time. There's no thrills. It's not fancy, but it has some of the better grocery prices in downtown Vancouver. It's not a Whole Foods, and it's not one of those Yaletown markets where every tomato seems to have a personal trainer. This is literally no frills. English Bay Hotel. This location is different from Rosaline or the Como. You are directly on Denman Street. Restaurants, groceries, and transit are all downstairs. English Bay is only a short walk away. That being said, this location is also busier. So if you want convenience and activity, this may be perfect. If you want complete silence, probably not that much. Revival English Bay. And the name is fitting the story behind the West End. Older buildings here do not always disappear. Sometimes they are renovated, updated for the next generation. A good older buildings often means spacious living and great location. A badly maintained older building is simply an old building with issues. Vancouver streets often resemble something of a maze. You may think you can continue straight, but no, there's a planter, a barrier, or a small garden on the road. Well, this was done on purpose. Residents do not want drivers using their streets as shortcuts, so traffic diverters were added. Cars can still enter, but they cannot race through the neighborhood. It makes driving slightly more annoying, but living much more pleasant. First West End traffic diverters west of Denman were introduced in 1973 as a part of the neighborhood's traffic calming history. You can still own a car here. You can even own a sports car if you feel like. It won't destroy the planet, since you're not going to use it that often. You walk to the grocery stores and restaurants. Most necessities are nearby. If your office is downtown, you're a half an hour away, walking. The problem is not owning a dream car. The problem is expecting the neighborhood to be designed around it. And finally, the Sylvia Hotel. I left this one for the end because you know what they say, save the best for last. And there's no hotel encapsulating what West End represents better than the Sylvia Hotel. It is old, unusual, and covered in ivy. It started as an apartment building. Later, it transformed itself into a hotel without turning into a glass tower, and become one of Vancouver's most recognizable buildings. The whole neighborhood follows similar principles. It got older, but it also gained in value.
Real Vancouverite.
Real Vancouverite.
Cruising down Beach Avenue.
So who would be happy living in the West End, west of Denman? Someone who wants to live downtown without the constant city noise. Someone who likes walking. A retired person who wants to remain independent without having to drive everywhere. A young professional working in downtown offices. A couple preferring spacious living over modern amenities. A dog owner, a runner, a cyclist. Someone who works from home. Or anyone who wants nature nearby without leaving the city. Each hotel gives you a slightly different version of the neighborhood. Lord Stanley puts you close to Stanley Park and Cole Harbor. Times Square gives you Robson Street and restaurants. Rosalind is deeper inside the quiet residential area. The Como feels like a part of the local community. Revival shows how an older property can be updated. English Bay Hotel puts you directly on Denman Street, and the Sylvia gives you history, character, and the sunsets. The best hotel depends on the kind of visitor you are, just like the best apartment depends on the kind of life you want. And then there are sunsets. No need for a reservation or membership. Just step to English Bay, pick a spot, and enjoy the show. Is it orange or pink today? Sooner than you think, you become a sunset expert. This is West End, west of Denman. And for the right person, it can feel less like a downtown and more like home.
Real Vancouverite.